Hello beautiful people, if you would like to see how I transform this Amazon wig into this lace front wig by hand, please stay tuned. $30, I'll include the link in the description, but here's me unboxing it and just taking a look at the front. It came with some earrings and some temporary tattoos, which my daughter loved. Of course she didn't wear them, but she got a hold to them before I did. So it has like a silk middle here, which is basically, it's not lace, but it's a material that kind of looks like skin, which can give you a really quick effect for like a natural look, maybe when you're thinking about clients. What I'm trying to say is this wig or this silk part of the wig could be a really nice option for clients that don't really want to take care of lace and they don't care for that major hyper realistic look when it comes to their wigs. So right now I am just deconstructing or taking apart that silk part. I'm literally just cutting it out, and I did not realize that I was out of frame, but I'm just going around that perimeter. One mistake I feel like I made was not moving the hair out of the place, if that makes sense. So like right now you can see that I'm losing a lot of hair because I didn't section off the hair, and I'm actually gonna need that hair to do some ventilating or hand tying into my own foundation. So I'm just taking out all of those little rough edges and pieces that I can actually ventilate with, but I'm gonna choose not to because it's gonna get straggly. When you're using synthetic hair, it's pretty much okay to use the hair from either end because it's not natural hair, and our human hair has a cuticle. Any animal hair has a cuticle, and when those like branches of the hair, if you've ever seen hair close up, I'll try to insert a picture, if they get caught in between each other, it's almost like putting a tree on top of another tree, like head to head, if that makes sense. So you don't want those cuticles to pretty much get out of line because things can get frizzy, but it's already a curly wig and it's synthetic, so I won't be having much of those issues. So here is the silk, and I'm just cutting out pieces to add to this foundation cap that I'm using, which is going to give me that glueless effect. So I'm just ventilating that hair in, and when I'm finished, I'm going to go around and add the band itself to the wig. I know it probably sounds like I'm talking in circles, but once I have all of the hair added in, that other piece that I just cut off, which is the silk, is going to be done. It's going to be trash, and the rest of the wig is actually going to get connected to this part. So you'll see in a second. I promise it's going to make sense, but this is just me hand tying the hair in to the foundation so I can have that natural effect. Right now I am just combing out the hair since it's synthetic. I swear whenever the blunt ends get like chopped, or pretty much like I was talking about the human hair and how the cuticle is, it's the same way with synthetic hair, even though it's completely different. So I just gave it a nice little trim so that I can have a fresh start, because I literally was not able to get a brush through the hair, and that was from ventilating and having all these different lengths of hair. And then with synthetic hair, you know, all of our hair has different length, so you may have a curl that drops, you know, a few centimeters, and then one that drops a little lower than that. So when curls alternate and they start to get jumbled up, especially with synthetic hair, because it's all made on the same I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. Pretty much if you see a synthetic wig, all of the curls look the exact same. Like some may be fluffed out, but for the most part they're all the same, like droopiness, the same bounciness from root to end. So I was just getting rid of some of that it was giving me. Right now I'm parting the hair out just to make sure everything looks nice before I actually sew the wig onto this cap. And I was so nervous, y'all. It's not like I haven't done it before, but I don't know why I was so nervous and excited. I literally had to get this done. So, you know, Maverick wanted to come and play, but Mama had to get to work. So it's pretty much a U-part wig since I cut that silk away to add this ventilated part to the cap. I'm just pinning that on before I actually stitch it in. Oof. I don't know how people do this YouTube stuff. No, I'm just kidding. So if you're new to my channel, I am very new to YouTube, and I've been doing wigs since college pretty much, but I'm just now getting into my own brand and actually putting myself and my product out there and trying new things like this. So again, this is just a wig revamp from Amazon that I took into my own hands, and I probably had no business doing, but the outcome I was literally so pleased with. So please stay to the end to watch and see how this wig turns out. Even for it to be synthetic, it didn't give me much trouble. I really like the curl, the airiness of it. I don't think it gave synthetic as much as I thought it was going to. And again, I was very, very happy with just the end result with like no pins, no glue, no adhesive, just the strap that I made. So this is a cap again that I got from Amazon, and I'm using the, look at Mab. When I work, she is literally on me. She's hands-on. She wants to work too. She don't want her toys. She wants anything that I have my hands on. So I gave her that piece of silk that I was no longer using so she could play with it, and she actually picked up the wig that I'm about to be revamping next. I have a blonde unit that came in from Temu or Amazon. I'm not sure which one, but that's the next one I'll be working on, so be expecting that video. I just let her have the brush and the comb, pretty much all the utensils that I was not using, because at this point, whatever's keeping her happy is keeping me busy and working. So as long as she's safe, she's fine. I'm fine. I was watching her. I promise. She did not get into any product or any pins or scissors or anything. I'm very careful about that stuff around her, since pretty much when I'm working, she is by my side. She is on my hip, on my lap, or literally by my side. So I am just, look at her with the silk on her head. I think I actually put it on her, and I hope she didn't get too frustrated with me, but she likes playing with the hair. I let her try the wig on, child. I'm like, if anyone buys this, yes, it was worn with the wig cap, but the baby had it on as well. So I'll be looking for models here locally, and I cannot wait just to see where this adventure goes as far as making wigs. I'm just trying to distract her with this right now, and honey, she was not having it, but she honestly does so good for mama. And I'm sorry if you're just here for wig stuff, because there is no just wig stuff on this channel. It's not just mom stuff, it's not just me stuff, it's just me, Mab, and what we do. So I'm sorry, but y'all are literally getting it raw and uncut. I mean, somewhat cut. I sped the video up, but yes, this is all that we do. And in this part of the video, I am knotting my needle at the end of the thread so that I can start the loop and start to sew. And Maverick was like, girl, I gotta see this, I gotta get into this, I gotta feel it, I gotta touch it, I gotta do it. So I was trying to keep her somewhat distracted and safe without her getting frustrated, because I could tell she was just ready for some mama time. And when we were off camera, I actually just let her breastfeed while I was still working so I could try to get some things done. But again, we're playing with books and we're wig making, and I'm trying to be as patient as I can and just let it be fluid, because this isn't a paid thing, it's not a commission piece, and I don't want her to ever feel like the work that I'm doing is just superior to our relationship, or like, oh, I can't be with mom because she's making wigs, even though this is what I do. This is all that I do. I don't have any other hobbies. My hands are literally always in here. I can't help it. I don't know when this started, I guess since Cosmo school, but I've always been that way. And okay, I'm gonna stop talking. This is the wig. She turned out so cute. I'm gonna give her a little trim. Like I said, some of those frizzies were getting to me, so I had to get my girl right before I actually took any final pictures. This little snipping scissor work was not, it's just, it wasn't working in my favor. I had to let it alone, let it go. And I ended up switching over to the tripod so that I can get me actually cutting the hair. I'm just doing a little fringe. I feel like the weight was perfect. I almost liked it a little more before with the bang. It was a little heavier, but when I had the wig on, it was kind of a lot in the front. So some of the critiques that I have about this build or this revamp, whatever you would like to call it, restoration, honey, she kicked my butt, low-key. It was fun. I got it done in a few days. It was actually pretty simple, and I really liked it on. I put on some eyebrows to get some pictures, some videos, and
you like it here, baby?
Of course. But let me know what you think about the build, this process, if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining, but that's all we got. Thank you.